I've been watching porn since I was 11 years old. I've been wanking since I was 11 years old. It started off as something fun, like a guilty pleasure, something that I do at the end of the day, or like after I've done something, like after school, like I do this. Oh, after like I'm done with this, I'll go ahead, I'll go and do this. At first, it was full of wonder, right? Oh, the female body, what? Oh, you search up like how to make a baby on YouTube. And for a while, it was like that, right? It was fun. It was pleasurable. It was something that I really liked to do because of how it made me feel, right? The release. Yet, as time went on, I began to notice a lot of problems that arose when I was, indulgent in porn. When I still wasn't trying to quit. Number one was that it honestly killed a lot of my ambition in life. Hey, back then I was a fucking lazy cunt. But porn really dramatized that desire to not do anything. And it in turn turned me into someone who was just going through the motions, going through life, not really making anything happen for myself, not really doing anything. And all I ever wanted was for shit to come easy, for things to happen. A fucking flick, a fucking snap of my finger. And when I realized that, hey, porn, like as much as the scientists want to say like, it's good for you, it's good for you. Like, oh, it reduces the state of prostate cancer. Who cares if it fucking does it? It's very addictive, right? When I realized that it became a problem for me, and I tried to quit, I tried to stop, it had already been years, fucking years. Probably like 3 years, I think. Because when I was 15, I learned about self improvement. Like 14, 15, I don't really remember. But 14, 15, right? I learned about self improvement. I was going to be that guy. I was going to like change the world, make history, go make these YouTube videos, and help other people out with this problem. And like really be someone that's like in the self improvement space. Like he's the guy that you look for when you like want to like solve these problems. He's the guy who's like known for giving good advice. That was like the mentality that I had. And I tried to quit it, right? I tried to quit and I couldn't even last a day. Which was very, very depressing. It was very depressing because it made me think that I just didn't want it enough. I kept trying again and again and again, but I couldn't fucking quit. At most, I lasted 3 days. And after like a year, I think, I quit self improvement. Stupid decision. I quit self improvement and I just let myself go. I let myself go, and it ended in one of the worst states of my life because I now knew that porn was the problem. And because I was becoming more depressed with porn in my life, that resulted in me like sinking down deeper into the depths of fucking shit. And I looked awful. I wanted to die. And when an altercation came, when something bad happened in my life with a family member, I would resolve, try to kill myself. Like I tried to kill myself with my dad's gun. So there I was, the gun to my head, already cocked and loaded, right in front of my sibling, ready to end it all. But suddenly, there was a bright light. I don't know if you'll believe this or not, but personally for me, it was very much God. That light showed itself to me, and it made me reflect in those few milliseconds. Because in truth, I really didn't want to die. Yet, that felt like the only option. So, in those few milliseconds, it was as if my life flashed before my eyes. And I thought of what it could be. And you know what? It could be amazing. So I stopped. I stopped and I tried again with self-improvement. Now fast forward to present day, where I still have this porn problem. I had quit again. I had thought of suicide again. Yet this time, although I did fucking attempt it, which I am like not supporting any one of you to try to do what I've done. I'm sharing this story so that you yourself understand that, hey, I tried it. If you don't want to die, you shouldn't do it. Like, it's better to face your problems, to face your fears, because honestly, life is very worth it. It's very worth the pain, the suffering, because a lot of what we get to experience, a lot of the people that we get to be with, is what makes it all so amazing. So, story goes is that I had quit, right? I had quit self-improvement again for 3 months because it's been so long. Like, more years than I could count. Since I was 11. I'm 19 now, and it's still a fucking problem for me. It's been so long, like so many years, and I still have this problem. It made me feel hopeless. More hopeless than I'd ever been. And I quit. I quit for 3 months, and those were the worst 3 months of my life. I wrote something down here, and it goes like this, right? It was as if I was running away from who I really was. Because think of it this way, right? We have these desires, right? To be great, to be better than where we are now, to achieve our goals. And what I found was that we try to disassociate ourselves from that version of us, and we try to think of it as more of something to aspire, not yet a person. And I think that's a good perspective, but it's lacking, because what I think is that we think these thoughts, have these ambitions, have these goals in mind because it is who we are. Let me explain that a little bit more, right? No matter where I was, no matter how deep the shit I was in, when I would fuck up, when I would mess up in the depths of hell, I always strived to find more in myself. I always began to dream of being better, of seeing better, of achieving my goals. And I wondered to myself, because this kept happening for years, and it was the fucking reason why I never gave up in the first place. Like, I never let it reach a point of no return where I would be gone for fucking years, never amounting to anything. It's because of that greater purpose that I would resolve to try again. And it made me think, if this was always the case, if this would always pop up, then doesn't that just mean that it's me? Doesn't that just mean that I am that person? Sure, I may not have the things that he has. I may not have achieved the goals that he has achieved. I may not be the kind of guy he is yet. But internally, right? In my mind, that ambition makes me think that I am. I think, therefore, I am. Because if that was always the case, right? If I always think about this greater self, then ain't no fucking way that's not me. Sure, I don't have the results, but it's just an impossibility that I would always think of those things and that not be me. Because when you compare that to the bad habits, the vices that we have in our lives, this is due to temptation. This is due to our body, our body's desire, our caveman brain's desire for instantaneous pleasure. That's just what it is. It's a system built in ourselves to want to crave pleasure right now. Yet, when you look back on all the times you did them, I felt regret. I felt ashamed of what I'd done. And whenever I would be stuck in a rut, I would always think about that greater self, about that purpose that I was meant to serve. And the idea is that I'm running away from who I am. I'm running away from myself because deep down, I want that. Deep down, this is who I am. Deep down, these desires, these aspirations, these goals are me. I strive to want them because I am that guy. I may not have the results, but I am him. He is me. I think, therefore I am. And running away from myself seems so fucking counterintuitive. Like, if I always would want that thing, if it's always in the back of my fucking mind, if that's the greater thing, and if I'm fucking depressed every single time I'm stuck in a rut, then what's the fucking point of being here and not there? Why do I have to suffer in obscurity, in having not achieved the shit that I want to do, when I can suffer to be great? When I can try, when I can acquire that success or die trying. And it made me wish that I never gave up. It made me wish that I just kept moving forward. I can no longer take it back. I can no longer take all that time that I wasted back. But what I can do is learn from that experience and put that experience to use so that when shit comes, when problems arise, when I fuck up, don't quit. You try again, because the more you try, the closer you get to success. Every no eventually leads to a yes. The more you try to solve a problem, the closer you are at solving that problem. Like, fuck. It didn't take me 3 months to learn that I was addicted to porn. It didn't take me 3 months. I learned it like the first fucking week. Yet, I allowed myself to stay in this shit. Like, in that suck. In that rut. Because I was afraid. I was afraid of the pain. I was afraid to suffer again. But I realize now that that's not what you should do. That's not what you should have chose, what I should have chose. Because every day that passed always led to me dreaming that I could be more. And one more thing. No one is fated to lose. God gifted us free will. There is no such thing as fate. There is no such thing as someone fated to be a certain way. God gifted us free will, and with that free will we can choose to either do the right things, accomplish our goals, or give in to temptation. Our free will can be used to either come closer to our greater self, or to stay huddled over in weakness, in that little baby bitch version of us, slowly just rotting away. We are given free will for that exact purpose. No one is fated to have shit happen to us. Shit just happens. Who fucking cares? Shit just happens. But it is in you. It is in our reaction. It is in our choice, our perspective on whether or not we choose to let it destroy us or let it craft us, mold us into something better. Pain is one of God's gift to us. Pain is what God gifted to us so that we may experience it and in turn be molded into our greater self. No one's fated for anything. You are not fated to lose. You're not fated to be a wanker. You're not fated to just be a loser all your life. You can choose to be great. You can be great. There is no such fucking thing as destiny. It doesn't exist. No fucking way it does. Because if you let it just rule over you, like I did, that maybe I was just fated to lose. That's why I was here. We'll both be right. But only one of us can get the success. Only one version of you can acquire that success. Either you believe in destiny or you say fuck you to it and decide that you have free will. We have free will. And we can use it to be better than who we are, than what we are right now. That desire for change is something that we all have. That desire for change will never leave you. It will never leave us. Because deep down, that is who we are. And you need to stop running away. We need to stop running away from who we are. Instead, live as we live true to ourselves. If you found this video helpful in any way, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below so that more people get recommended this type of content. Keep moving forward, no matter how hopeless it seems. Bye-bye.